I have a friend who has a friend who's a school teacher. It was the first day of school, and Jean Thompson said, "Boys and girls, I love you all the same." Sometimes teachers lie. She didn't like everybody the same. She didn't like Teddy Stollard. You wouldn't like him either. He was a singularly unattractive kid. He sat slouched in his seat. His clothes were musty. He never bathed often enough to get rid of an ugly odor. His hair was unkempt. When she spoke to him, he answered in monosyllables, "Yeah, no." When she marked Teddy's papers, she always got a perverse delight out of putting X's next to the wrong answers. When she put the F at the top of the paper, she did it with a flair. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And she should have known better. Teachers have records. She had records. First grade, Teddy is a good boy. He shows promise in work and attitude, but poor home situation. Second grade, Teddy is a good student, but he is too serious for a second grader. His mother is terminally ill. His father shows no interest. Third grade, Teddy is becoming withdrawn and detached. His mother died this year. He's a troubled child who needs help. She had records. She should have known. Christmas came. The children brought their presents in brightly colored paper, all except for Teddy's present. His was wrapped in brown paper and held together with Scotch tape, but to tell the truth, she was surprised he even brought a present. When she tore open the paper, out fell a rhinestone bracelet with most of the stones missing, and a bottle of cheap perfume that was almost empty. The other children began to snicker and giggle at the presents, but she had enough sense to snap on the beat-up bracelet. Taking some perfume out of the almost empty bottle, she put it on her wrist and held it up and said, "Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely?" Taking the cue from the teacher, the children all agreed. At the end of the day, when all the other boys and girls had left, Teddy lingered behind and he came over to the desk and he said softly, Miss Thompson, all day today, you smelled just like my mother used to smell. That's her bracelet you're wearing. It looks very nice on you. I'm really glad you like my presents." When the children left, she got down on her knees and cried her eyes out. And the next day, when the children came into that classroom, she was determined to teach each of them in a special way. She was going to treat each of them in such a manner that each of them would receive something that would live on after she was dead. She reached out to Teddy, tutored, encouraged. By the end of that school year, he had caught up with a lot of children. He was even ahead of some. The Stollard family moved away, and she didn't hear from Teddy for a long time. And then one day, a note came out of nowhere. "Dear Miss Thompson, I'm graduating from high school. I wanted you to be the first to know. Love, Teddy Stollard." 4 years later, another note. "Dear Miss Thompson, I'm second in my class. The university has not been easy, but I really liked it. I'm graduating on Saturday, and I wanted you to be the first to know." 4 years later, another note. "Dear Miss Thompson, as of today, I am Theodore J. Stollard, MD. How about that? I wanted you to be the first to know. I'm graduating on Saturday, but beyond that, I'm getting married. On the 27th of July, to be exact, I want you to come, and I want you to sit where my mother would have sat. You're the only family I have now. Dad died last year. Loved, Teddy Stollard." And she went, and she sat where the mother would have sat because she deserved to be there. She did something that would live on after she was dead. That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to support a child because that has eternal significance.